What up? What up? What up? It's Reckley Podcast, man. Happy 2024. My name is Randy Little. I pretend to be the host of this thing. Squad took an L. As you can see, I'm representing. But it hurts. But I still showed up to work. Movies must be talked about, man. The first quarter of 2024 must be discussed. And that's what me, Sig, Rocket, Nick all do. It's a light January. February and March got a little bit of something kind of like some heat. But January is kind of weak. Not gonna hold you. So with that said, I will not tell y'all the upcoming movie releases over the next couple weeks, but I will tell y'all over the last 2 weeks, The Boys in the Boat, Ferrari, and The Color Purple came out. As far as physical media, what has really come out? The 26th of December, Shout Factory put out that Bruce Willis Last Man Standing Western. This past Tuesday, The Holdovers came out, directed by Alexander Payne, starring Paul Giamatti. Nothing really comes out over the next 2 Tuesdays. Like, a bunch of, like, re-releases. Like, let me check right quick. What's the date of this upcoming Tuesday? The 9th? It looks like Blood Simple's getting a Criterion. Varsity Blues is getting a 4K. Eddie Murphy Raw is getting the most lazy MOD packaging I've ever seen. I have a couple movies in that shitty ass packaging. Nothing major. Re-releases, low budget shit I've never heard of. The week of the 16th. The 16th seems to be a Tuesday. The week of the 16th, before the next episode, Criterion is putting a joint called Lone Star out. I'm not positive what that is. More low budget shit, re-releases. Billions, the final season, that looks to be in DVD packaging. Blu-ray.com. Get your shit together. It says Blu-ray. Is it like that Liam Neeson movie where they put Blu-ray in a DVD case? The blow up the display picture and the packaging has a DVD logo and not a Blu-ray logo. So I think that answers that. After season 2, they stopped putting Billions on Blu-ray. As I said, the Four Horsemen of the Rec League podcast will be back with you upon return. And we're talking the next 3 months of upcoming movies, man. Rec League. And we back. 2024 in full effect. Happy New Year, fellas. Hope everybody was healthy and around family and all those warm, fuzzy things.
No.
No,
not really. I got sick.
Virginia is a population of 300,000 people, and not one of them are related.
No. I got sick. New Year's,
that sucks. You're good now, though.
Yeah. I'm never great. I'm never 100%.
Yeah, I feel that.
I'm always like a solid 70%.
Same Z's. I feel like there were like two topics, two newsworthy things, bullet points to bring up before we get into the first quarter calendar. First of which, Gerard Butler playing his animated character in the live action How to Train Your Dragon. It's just so fire to me. it's as genius as having teenagers voice the Ninja Turtles. It's just right in your face. Like nobody. Who else was gonna do it?
Nobody. There's like no Scottish actors.
Nobody.
No. It's like James Earl Jones playing Mufasa.
Yeah.
It's like I'm sure
Exactly.
they had other conversations and they were just like, why?
Why?
Let's do it again.
Exactly. Rocket.
What?
My bad. You too old for children's movies?
I still love, man. You don't watch that stuff. Disney's right back here. So, nah.
I do see the Disney style of slipcover.
I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't even know what animated stuff is even coming out for forget the first quarter, but for the year, besides Mufasa. And is it like that's, and I don't even think is James Earl Jones in that one?
That is not at all what the topic of discussion is right now.
What was the topic of discussion?
Gerard Butler playing his How to Train Your Dragon character in the live action remake.
Oh, it's still different than when they brought back, like I said, James Earl Jones for Lion King. And I thought they were going to bring back, to be honest with you, Jeremy Irons again.
I would have loved that.
But they did. Same. So, I mean, I think when it comes to animated movies, there's certain voices that click and connect with certain characters. And you could interview other people, or other actors could audition for them. But at the end of the day, when it comes to voice acting, certain characters, those actors who voice those characters, that's just them. Like, there's nobody else. Don't touch it. Don't mess with it. At the end of the day, that's, like Nick was saying, why even bother, discussing other actors, because he is that character.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to make him, like, fat.
I was wondering that, too.
Like, big. That would be kind of funny. They should get, like, all Scottish actors. I know, like, the kids are not.
Yeah. They should.
I feel like
I'm feeling like a Finn
would do that.
Wolfhard or the kid from Percy Jackson is gonna be Hiccup.
Isn't it the kid from the Black Phone? Didn't he get cast?
Have they already
Did I
cast?
make that up? Did I make that up? Because I remember everybody was saying the kid from It, the Shazam kid, was gonna do it.
Oh yeah, that's not bad
For
either.
whatever reason, he didn't do it.
Jack Dylan Grazer.
They're gazebos.
Yes.
Yeah, that kid.
That's not bad
Like,
either.
oh, he's Hiccup. But I think it's the Black Phone kid, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, isn't Tandy Newton's daughter?
Yes.
Nico Parker. She's going to be playing, I think, Astrid.
Word.
She was in The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Nico Parker, yeah, Astrid. She's going to be playing Astrid. That's Tandy Newton's daughter. She was in The Last of Us.
Mason Thames.
It looks exactly like
Yeah.
her mother. Like, you could look at her and be like, that's her daughter.
I'll just go fuck
Yep.
myself. The Black Phone kid is playing Hiccup.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself, Randy.
Gladly.
I just kind of hope they don't go on like a thing where they decide they want to remake all their movies.
It's
Yeah.
coming.
It's like, we don't need live action Shrek.
It might not particularly be working for Disney, but it's making money. So yeah, DreamWorks is gonna
I feel
do
like
this.
Disney,
I can't
I
wait
don't
for
know.
live action Ants.
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. It's like DreamWorks movies are great.
Shark
like,
Tale.
They're like Kung Fu Panda is great, exactly how it is, and like no
Yes.
other way. Like if they did live action Kung Fu Panda, it would just be like, what is the point of this?
Yeah, it's like Lion King. When
Yeah.
when the primary characters are human, and you can CGI a dragon, that's fire. Do
Yeah.
it. I want to see that.
Yeah,
But when you have to CGI pandas, ants, zoo animals, etc., Megamind in a live action world, that's pointless.
like they could do a Prince of Egypt, and it would be pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You already have like 100 of those.
So here's my question: would you consider when they did Lion King, do you consider that live action or animated? Because to be honest with you, I consider it as an animated movie, even though they were trying to say it's live action.
The only it was up for the Golden Globe for animated movies.
Yes.
Animated,
Right, so,
it's animated characters in a live action world.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Even though it's all like green screen.
Was the opening shot.
Yeah.
With the sun coming up. That was it. Everything else was CGI.
Circle of Life.
That movie Dinosaur. Or that movie Dinosaur, where they like made a big deal about like it's real landscapes, but fake dinosaurs. And I was like, why couldn't you get real dinosaurs? Losers.
Sigman, do you care about How to Train Your Dragon? Would you be able to train a dragon?
Now I wouldn't say I don't care about it, but it's one of those things that slipped through the cracks for me. I've never seen a single one of those movies.
You got homework, my friend.
I know. I'm familiar with it. I know who stars in
They're
them.
All three very great.
What studio, and I keep hearing good things. I just never got the chance to
technically
sit down and watch.
A different studio, where 2 different studios distributed all 3 of those movies.
Yeah, and that's another. Yeah, that's a unique thing about that.
I think Paramount was the first one. Fox may have been 2 if it wasn't still Paramount, and then Universal was 3. Like 3 was like the first Universal DreamWorks release.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
for all of our audience that doesn't give a shit. Next,
hey, it's cinema related.
Yeah. Next headline that I know Rocket is going to be so ecstatic about. Dr. Shorty from Saw 3 is going to be in 11.
Oh yeah. So once again, we discussed in the group a little bit.
Saw 11 is going to be another prequel.
Yeah.
Because
nothing's going to happen with her.
She did not survive Saw 3. Like,
nope, that's one when he officially, spoiler, died.
It was 2007. Go off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
he was 6. Anyway.
Can't wait for another Saw binge this year.
What I'm going to say about it is this. When I go see a movie, I try to shut my brain off and enjoy what the movie is. I don't need to get a fucking degree to figure out what part of what series is this and where it fits in and all. Like, we're at Saw 11, and it's technically like I don't even know anymore. Meanwhile, I mean, Tobin Bill's character died about 68 times already. So it's like
he's not Jason Voorhees.
Where if you're not a die-hard fan of this franchise, I need Cliff Note, a book of Cliff Notes, just to find out what the hell's going on.
You need the Book of Saw.
Yes. Oh boy, I've got the answer for you.
Oh man.
Shut your brain off. That's what she did to him in Saw 3 when she had
right.
Aha.
Mm-hmm.
They found acceptable loopholes to keep Tobin Bell in the movie.
Yeah.
The only thing, my biggest thing, just because I like the movie so much, I'm usually rolling with it, whatever. It's silly. My biggest thing though is just like you said, he died in Saw 3. He comes back in 4. They're doing the autopsy, and they're like, "This is a 54-year-old male," and he is 80 years old in real life.
Yeah, he's been around a minute.
Supposed to be between Saw and Saw 2, and I'm like, he is an 80-year-old man. Now he doesn't necessarily look 80. He looks great for his age. But he doesn't look 52. He looks about 70.
Yeah, but you got to give him credit.
Stretching this really thin.
I guess you got to give him credit, though. I would say, objectively, Saw 10 was one of the better Saw movies.
Yeah.
It
And
was good.
Successful. And it's funny, all they had to do was make it a sort of a character study.
Yeah. I'm down. Even if it had kind of sucked, I'd still be hyped for a Saw 11. I liked Spiral enough. Most people didn't, and I was still
yeah.
But you know what? They had a chance. They had a chance to do something, to make a statement. Saw 10, and they didn't. I've been to Mexico twice in my life, and there's no there's no filter there that makes it look.
Not the brown.
The Mexico filter is not there in real life.
Damn.
It looks just like it does in America.
That's just I don't know, just like there's just Mexico tropes.
I want to go back and research what movie started that, and I think it's one movie that doesn't actually have it. If I'm not mistaken, Desperado, the Robert Rodriguez movies, doesn't have the quote the Mexico filter, does it? If I'm not
really
mistaken. Yeah, it's always that.
Tan. Yeah, like El Mariachi. I don't think of that as being like just a tan movie from start to finish. But back to the Saw. Yeah, it's I'm very interested with that announcement that they're bringing that character back. It's
a prequel to Saw 3.
Cary Elwes casting, 100% coming any day.
Yeah,
incoming.
Because if you recall, at the end of Saw 3D, when it's like the plot twist that he was involved the whole time, it shows him like recommending Lynn as the doctor. He was like, she's perfect, and he's on the desk.
You got to give the Saw series credit for one thing. They are sorry for the reference. They are the Roman Reigns of retconning. They are the undisputed champ of retconning.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as they don't acknowledge the mid-credit scene from 10, then we're good.
Oh, goodness.
I like the mid-credit scene. It doesn't really make sense.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
I mean, unless this bathroom that they're in is just like this unbelievably hidden... I mean, did we ever figure out where it was?
Not really. It's just a random...
Some random building...
bathroom in this long-ass hallway.
Some random building that Kramer owns, right?
Gosh.
Architect. First quarter preview. I'll go movie by movie, weekend by weekend, something, I don't know. We'll break in between months. We'll give our most anticipated of each month. First movie on here technically comes out next weekend, the 12th, but it's streaming on Hulu. Wikipedia has it on the 3rd. Maybe it got some like premiere that I never heard about. Jake Johnson's directorial debut, Self-Reliance. I'm interested. It looks like kind of like The Pest, where like he's getting paid just to not die, but he's getting hunted or some shit. No?
Is that what The Pest is about? I haven't seen The Pest.
Pretty
since I was a
much.
child.
Pretty much.
We're renting The Pest. I saw the trailer for it, though. I'll probably watch it on Hulu.
Like 90 streaming movies come out next weekend. Nick's favorite movie of 2024 came out this weekend, Night Swim. Quick review.
Blah. It was fine.
That tracks for January horror.
Yeah. 2 good actors were in it. So, yeah, I didn't hate it. It's just kind of like Poltergeist Pool.
Poltergeist Pool. Rennie Harlan drops some shit called The Bricklayer. Aaron Eckhart, Nina Dobrev, Tim Blake Nelson, Clifton Collins Jr. Did anybody know about this?
That's just a knockoff Beekeeper. That's the theme of this month is regular job guys.
Sounds about right.
Kicking ass.
Next weekend, the most stacked weekend probably of the year, but definitely of the month by Eric. Book of Clarence, which seems like some Monty Python type satire of biblical.
That's what my mom said. We were at a restaurant the other day, and the commercial came on. She said, "That looks like Mel Brooks." And I was like, "Yeah."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna go now."
Right.
It's got a really good Rotten Tomatoes score already. I just feel like it's in January because they don't know how to market it.
Yeah. Like
I'll probably go see it.
The religious community would be too up in arms if it came out around Easter.
Yeah.
Lakeith Stanfield, Omar Sy, Anna Diop, RJ Seiler, David Oyelowo, Alfre Woodard, Tiana Taylor, James McAvoy, Benedict Cumberbatch.
I think Cumberbatch is playing Jesus.
Is he?
Oh gosh!
Like he's in the trailer. Like Jesus is in the trailer, but
I didn't
like,
see
they
him
don't
in the
show his
trailer.
face.
Okay,
I just feel like Cumberbatch is gonna be Jesus.
that tracks.
Jesus didn't look like that though.
Nick's most anticipated movie of the month. Spoiler: the Mean Girls musical comes out next weekend.
I'm seeing it on Wednesday, and
I'll just
I
watch
got
the
screwed
original.
into seeing it by myself. So not only am I going to go by myself, surrounded
Wait,
by
wait,
people,
you're watching?
I have to wear pink.
I was about to say you're watching Mean Girls alone on a Wednesday. You have to
I
wear
have
pink
to like wear pink, or I feel like somebody's going to like kick me out.
for sure.
I like panic bought a ticket because they were selling out, and then my friend like wanted to go, and I was like, okay, let me see if I can move seats, and then we can sit together. And then they wouldn't give me a refund because it was like an event or something.
Short
and so I was
punk
like, so
bitches.
now I have to sit in a stupid seat by myself, surrounded by people.
Is your
wearing
friend still
pink.
going?
I'm like, no, she's not going.
Have your friend still go and just sit on the opposite side of the theater.
I can't just like throw shit at her.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not particularly looking forward to the movie. Like,
I'm sorry. The trailers make it look like dog shit to me.
They're just botching the marketing. Like, I feel like it'll probably be pretty good, but like, they're just killing it. Like, it should have been an easy home run with how popular Mean Girls is with our generation.
And it should have come out on one of the dates that everybody celebrates in the fucking movie, and not January.
Like I said, like, it was October, and it's coming out in January. It's October. We still didn't even have a trailer. I was like, dude, drop the trailer on October 3rd. It's perfect. They didn't do it. They dropped the trailer in like November. I was like, okay, cool. And then the trailers don't even imply that it's a musical.
No.
Like, Wonka didn't really either, but there's a lot of dancing and shit in the trailer, so it's kind of like, well, it looks like a musical. There's just no music in the trailer. Like, this doesn't look like a musical at all.
No.
And I feel like a lot of people, even with as much as people are saying that, I feel like a lot of people are going to sit down to watch it and be like, what the hell is this?
And to be honest, I didn't know it was going to be a musical.
Yeah. The only thing that implies it is if you look at the trailers, I think it's like the A or something.
Has like a note, right?
Has like a music note instead of like the, I was going to say the A-hole.
The hole in the A.
We're all over 30.
Oh, man. But, I mean, yeah, I'm sitting in on Wednesday. It's even like, it's like the Wednesday we wear pink early access, and I was like, fuck.
Another one that Nick's already seen. The Beekeeper comes out next weekend. Spoiler-free, short review.
It's good. I was hoping it would be above average because I really love the trailer. I just think it's a great trailer. Like, whenever the trailer played in theaters, I was like, yes. But, like, it's fine. It's kind of like on par with like most of his other, like the Mechanic and the Transporters and all that. Like, it's fine.
On the David Ayer scale,
it's more of a Jason Statham action movie than it is a David Ayer movie, if that makes sense. Like,
interesting.
For a while, I feel like he kind of had a style, and this kind of feels more just like we're making the next Statham movie.
Okay.
I don't hate.
Is it based on the new version of Liam Neeson? Where all these movies like The Marksman and all this stuff coming out like on theater, and they only have like a 2 to 3.5 week run because it doesn't do well. I'm hoping this is pretty good. Like,
yeah, like I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
And there were, there were people in there. Like, nobody seemed to hate it. There was laughing and things like that.
I'll see it I'll be seeing it next Friday.
Yeah, like, it's worth watching. Like, if you just kind of know what you're getting, like, you like the average Statham action movie.
Hopefully, along with the Soul re-release or theatrical release. Yeah, it's not on here, but Pixar is putting Soul in theaters next weekend.
Yep.
And then the last two that I got for the 12th is the F. Gary Gray, Kevin Hart starring Netflix movie Lift. And then on Prime, Kaylee Cuoco and David Oyelowo are in a movie called Role Play, where like she's a spy and It's like True Lies for streaming. So, what are we thinking this weekend?
I'll watch Lift.
I'll try to watch it Saturday.
Because, like, I definitely saw a trailer for Lift.
It looks like generic Italian Job.
Yeah, I think I said that. Or did we talk about it or something on here? I was like, why wouldn't they just do the Italian Job too on a plane?
It's called the Brazilian Job, and it'll never happen.
Yeah. I still think they could do it. I think the Italian Job is popular enough that they could still do it.
Still holds
even
up,
though it's
too.
been 20 years. I like the Italian Job. I think it's really good.
Italian Job's fire.
Weren't they supposed to do something called like the Brazilian Job? Like they're supposed to be like a sequel to.
I literally just said that.
Man, y'all talking about
it for years.
Yeah. I first heard about the Brazilian Job like 2005.
Yeah, I remember them like reading something about like Saw 2, and like Frankie G did like an interview. I remember him talking about it. Like that's
man, y'all talking about
high school.
the remake Italian Job. Do any of y'all remember the original Italian Job's ending?
I heard it wasn't good.
No, ma'am.
No.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
No, so the original that came in 1960 something.
Back when he was just a little fella.
Literally popularized the term cliffhanger.
Oh, because he was on a cliff.
It was a bus like teetering over a cliff, and he was hanging from it trying to save the gold. And it was either he was gonna fall out or the gold was gonna fall out. And he's like, "Hold on, I got an idea." Start laughing, and the movie goes off.
I'd be pissed off.
They never made it.
Literally a cliffhanger.
No.
We'll see if we can unretire him for one more movie and just make it that sequel.
Yeah, he retired. Yeah,
he's still hanging there.
60 years later, he's still hanging there.
God, that didn't work.
Yeah, oh, that's funny. But yeah, that's.
He shat on a title. Yeah, I kind of want to watch a role play, but it's like I know I'm never gonna have the time. Weekend of the 19th. I don't know what ISS is. Ariana DeBose, John Gallagher Jr.
Yeah, it's like a space thrill. Like I want to say like it was one of those things. Like I went to see a movie and they played the trailer before the trailers. Like they played the trailer like in the middle of all the ads. Just like they do that sometimes.
Before Maria Menounos?
Yeah, like during Maria Menounos. Like it was like I want to say it's like U.S. and Russia are like up in space, like on a space station, and then while they're up there, something happens on Earth, like where it's like the U.S. and Russia go to war or something, and so like they have to like
what the hell
fight up in the space station or some shit.
Yeah, they have.
Oh, you talk about.
That's the only time I saw the trailer. I haven't seen any ads. Like I'm like, is this a real movie? Is this really?
And,
or is it like a limited release thing where I got to see the trailer?
Another one, I don't know what it is. Sunrise, Alex Pettyfer, Guy Pearce.
See, that's not real. That's what I mean when I say like that's not real.
It's produced by Lionsgate. Wanted Man, directed by and starring Dolph Lundgren and Kelsey Grammer.
That's a real movie.
That's cinema.
That's real. Now we're talking.
Who's Ariel Vroman? What do you direct? The Iceman with Michael Shannon?
Roman. Scream 3.
Shut up. He's directing a movie that's literally called April 29th, 1992. Tyrese is in it. Ray Liotta is one of his last movies, and Scott Eastwood.
I saw that trailer.
I did not.
Yeah, I saw that in the theater. And I had the same thought. Like, I was like, if Ray Liotta hadn't would this be real? Would this go to theaters?
Probably not.
I don't think so. But I haven't seen... Yeah, I completely wiped it from my memory until this very second, so...
Cult Killer with Alice Eve and Antonio Banderas. Another movie I'll never watch.
It's not real. These aren't real movies.
So this won't be a weekend that I will be in the theater.
This is like a light January.
This
like
is a super light January.
Yeah. Like last year we had Megan and Plan. and
Yeah.
that was a good January.
Wow, it's been a year already since
Yeah.
Megan.
And a year from Megan 2.0.
Yeah.
Plane?
The weekend of the 26th, you got that I don't even know what genre to call this shit. That Martin Freeman, Jenna Ortega movie, Miller's Girl.
Yeah. I don't know if I care.
It like
I didn't watch the trailer.
I feel like it's like trying to be like in the comedy realm of things, but it feels like a Poison Ivy kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Ish. The
Well, according to
Underdogs.
somebody, it's a drama.
It
comedy drama.
looks like a teeny drama too. On Prime, Snoop Dogg has The Underdogs coming out. Yay.
Wow.
Sometimes I Think About Dying, starring Daisy Ridley.
She's been talking about that for like years.
Like ever since The Rise of Skywalker came out.
Yeah, like ever since she like got back on Instagram, she's been like, "Oh, I love doing this movie. I think about dying," and it's like, you should tag that.
So that's honestly that's it for January. I'm gonna cheat. My most anticipated release of January is Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1.
Yep, I'm buying that.
Yeah, it's like light with home video releases.
Yeah, I'm not buying a new movie until that comes out.
Yeah, there's nothing this week. And yeah, that I think the week after, and then there's like 1 week that's got like 2 or 3 things.
Oh no, yeah, the last Tuesday this month has like Thanksgiving and Silent Night and like one or yeah.
And thank God they're out now, and not a year from now.
So y'all gotta pick something.
My most anticipated of the month was Beekeeper, but I've already seen it. But if we'd have done this like 2 days ago, I'd have been like, easily Beekeeper, easily. Like I can't wait. But I've already seen it.
So let me guess. Rocket is gonna pick.
Yes.
Rocket is gonna pick Mean Girls, and Eric is gonna pick either The Underdogs or Miller's Girl.
Man, what?
Nah, if I had a choice, it probably would be Beekeeper. I like Jason Statham, but if it wasn't for that, I'd probably be picking one of the movies I gotta watch that's in my box over here, that's been sitting for like about a month. Shit, to be honest with you, my most anticipated is The Holdovers, because I'm gonna go buy it tomorrow and watch it.
I make the rules. That doesn't count.
No, that's easily the Beekeeper as far as new movies. But Soul will be amazing on a big screen. Hopefully some theaters are having it in a premium cinema.
I'm not going to talk to you guys all week if my theater doesn't get sold. I'm going to be so sad. Like on top of my sadness already.
Again?
I was just going to ask that.
David, he has an 8.
8?
Okay, if you don't get sold something, that's
8 theaters.
We
still have Trolls. We still have Trolls band together. Drop Trolls, give us Soul until Turning Red, and then keep Turning Red until Luca. I need all 3 of these movies. But we'll break and then come back and do February. Hi, man. February, the best month on the entire calendar. Groundhog Day weekend, February the 2nd. Argyle, a movie that I think we can all be excited for. I've enjoyed these trailers. I don't know the original movie that ever did this shit, but I keep comparing it to Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Bryce Dallas Howard plays an author, and what she writes happens in real life with a Matthew Vaughn spin. I was there when the first trailer dropped.
I'm excited to watch it, if only so I don't have to see the trailer in the theater ever again. That's the new one. It is just in front of every single movie.
It's the new Aquaman in the Lost Kingdom.
It is that and Aquaman. Kind of like Stranger Than Fiction, but
yes,
action
than fiction.
Yeah, Stranger Than Action.
Stranger Than that. Orion in the Dark on Netflix, but apparently it's DreamWorks Animation. I don't know why it's not on Peacock. Charlie Kaufman wrote it. Jacob Tremblay, Paul Walter Hauser, Werner Herzog voicing. This is new to me.
Interesting.
Whoa.
The Tiger's Apprentice on Paramount Plus. Henry Golding, Lucy Liu, Brandon Soho, Bowen Yang, Joe Coy, Sherry Cola, Leah Lewis, Sandra Oh, Michelle Yeoh. Could be good.
Trailer in sight.
Nope.
It's amazing.
And then another Lionsgate distribution, Scrambled. Probably about an egg who's been through a lot. No idea what this is.
It's like.
Oh, you click on the link and then the poster is an upside down face surrounded by eggs. Dead ass.
You might be right.
It's just like the dark, like horror version of Humpty Dumpty.
Oh yeah. The what's it called? The
Steamboat Willie or whatever.
Yeah. What's the term? Steamboat Willie is where anybody can use it.
Public domain.
Public domain.
Yeah.
Humpty Dumpty's public domain. Which I mean, he probably is.
Yeah.
Like he was in fucking Shrek. And
nowhere in the nursery rhyme do they say that Humpty Dumpty is an egg. It's just something we assume because he falls off the wall.
That's true.
Anyway.
That is true.
We've gotten off topic. Scrambled.
It's still about eggs. February the 9th. The weekend of the 9th, Robin Williams' daughter directed a movie called Lisa Frankenstein with Katherine Newton and Cole Sprouse. I probably won't see it, but it looks quirky enough to be fun.
The poster has been up in my theater for like over a month.
Yeah.
But like the trailer just came out. I have not watched the trailer yet. I just remember being like, oh. Like I pass the poster every time I walk and I'm like, is that real? Is it really coming out? I don't understand the trend of putting out a trailer like a month before the movie comes out.
I don't know what Upgrade it is. It looks like an MGM movie that Amazon's putting in a theater. Shorty from Riverdale, Camila Mendez is in it. Lola James, directed by the girl from Transformers 3.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Statham girl?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And don't forget, going back to that Lisa Frankenstein movie
Oh, wait.
written by.
No. Mark Wahlberg's daughter from Transformers 4. My bad.
Nicola Peltz.
That one.
Why do I know that name? She was on Bates Motel.
Last Airbender. And Bates Motel.
Anyway. Oh, yeah, The Last Airbender. It's like she was in something else that I watched recently. That's it.
Yo, man, there is weird shit coming out this month. A movie called Marmalade, directed by Christopher Walken's son from Wedding Crashers. Or is it the douchebag? No, it's Wedding Crashers. What's the guy? Keir Smith? Is that Final Destination?
Yeah.
Kerr Smith? Keir O'Donnell is Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
But Marmalade.
That's the Paddington horror movie.
With Joe Keery, Camila Morrone, and Aldous Hodge.
Ooh.
And then
You need a trailer. It's like you can't just not market your movie.
It Ends With Us. With Blake Lively, Jenny Slade. Sure.
These aren't real movies. Like they you have to market your movie. You can't just. We're in like this age of putting out content.
Yeah.
Non-stop content. And it's like, dude, give me a poster, give me a trailer.
No shit.
Put the trailer somewhere where I can see it.
On Valentine's Day, Madam Web, the next. The next.
Her mother was researching spiders in the Amazon, and you're laughing. You think this is funny?
the next movie in the Spider-Man universe with no Spider-Man. But this literally has to be the movie that connects something, right?
No.
It has to be. She's going to be clairvoyant.
I'm thinking is, what's his name?
The post-credit scene.
Ben.
And he's Uncle Ben. That's the only
Adam
thing
Scott.
I'm like, yeah.
I'll take it.
That's it.
I'll take it.
That's all I've got. But it's like, who's Uncle Ben? He is just Uncle Ben.
I'll take it.
I'm going to go see it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
we all
looks
are.
kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Like, everybody was talking about, like, Morbius going into it.
I was going to say,
looks fine.
Compared to Venom and Morbius, like, this looks on par.
This looks worse to me. Like, I remember thinking Morbius looked cool. Like, I was like, Morbius looks cool. And it looks cool. This doesn't even look that good to me. Like,
well, let's hope it's Oppositville. It doesn't look good. It's going to be all right.
Yeah.
I just want to know.
Show those girls in the suits.
If Spider-Man isn't in this world yet, and this probably takes place like 20 years ago, why does the villain look like Spider-Man?
Because reasons.
Yeah. Reasons. We need to see, like, release some kind of thing with Sydney Sweeney wearing the suit. It will heal society. Like, I'm telling you, it's like, it's very simple. Like, put out some kind of thing with her wearing that suit, and the hype will come. People are like, all right, well,
it won't not.
Maybe. All three of those girls wearing their suits.
Sony already let her get bit by a spider.
And it's no secret, by the way, about Adam Scott's character. He's officially listed on IMDb.
Benjamin Parker.
Yeah. It's sort of like, it's like we talk about like superhero movie fatigue. It's like, I don't know if I'm there yet, but it's movies like this though that it feels more like an obligation. Yeah, where I'm like, obviously I'm gonna go see it. Then it's like, am I excited for Madam Wet? Like, I don't know. I'll know when I sit down.
It was mathematically possible for me to binge this trash universe 3 times this year, and I just opted to do it before Venom 3.
I was thinking, like, with Spider-Verse was really going to come out this year, I was like, you know what? It has been a couple years. Like, I'll just do every Spider-Man movie, like, going on to that. But it's not coming out. And we got this, Craven, and Venom this year, and I'm still probably not going to do it. I don't care.
Craven will be on physical before November. I'll do it in November.
We'll see.
I agree with Nick, and I'm hopeful like Eric. Like, I agree with Nick. Like, with Morbius, I believe if the pandemic doesn't hit, I believe Morbius is a totally different movie. I think there's a good movie or a solid movie in there. I just think it sat for so long, everybody tinkered with it who made it, and they just fucked it all up.
That's what Sony does.
With Madam Web, man, I don't know if I should like watch the movie or watch paint dry. Like, this is the most cookie cutter superhero type movie. Like it was just paint by numbers. Like, even the trailer, like, nothing excited me. Yes, I'm gonna go see it, but yet I'm also hopeful, like Eric. Like, maybe the trailer's so boring to me because I find the trailer boring.
Really.
Yeah, exactly. It's a boring trailer, but all the good stuff, the stuff we haven't seen, and it's going to be a solid movie. Yeah. I always pray for every movie to at least be solid or better because it's hard to make any movie.
Hey, you know what? I got my description of these trailers and the looks for these movies. It's like they had a board meeting with these Sony Spider-Man, without Spider-Man movies. Like, hey, you all remember the 2000s? Let's go back to that.
That's when it takes place.
It's got that vibe to all of them.
I say that to, like, you know, there's all these MCU. It's like really on Twitter. It's just like Gen Z, who it's like you really have to, you know. Iron Man came out when I was 18. Even I was like kind of young, but I was like a full adult. Like, I, you know, had facial hair. I was going to see Iron Man when I was 18. There are kids that don't remember pre-MCU movies.
So on Twitter the other day, there was the share a GIF of a movie that come out when you were 18. Eric did The Matrix.
Yeah, I graduated high school in '99. Fool.
You
Young
old
motherfucker.
as shit.
Yeah, I was
And-
never in the Matrix.
And
But I did watch it.
and Nick
when
would
it
have
came
done
out.
Iron Man.
I was like 10. But it's like there are kids who like don't even.
And had
like,
Rocket retweeted, I think he
they're
would have done
oh,
like The
growing up with
Goonies.
these movies, I love these as a kid. And it's like Transformers. I'm like, you grew up with the Transformers. It's like I can't even. So it's like these movies do like whenever somebody would complain about some kind of MCU anything, I'm like, bro, like.
Yeah.
I remember being mind blown when Daredevil came out. Like I was like, you are
Yeah.
kidding me. We are getting Daredevil? What else are they gonna there's gonna be an Elektra spinoff? Like, are you shitting me? Like I didn't care if it was good. This
But
looks
you know
like
what?
that.
I'd give you one better since Randy brought it up, son of a bitch.
I just want to bring up Bob Marley.
So before the MCU, like a couple of years ago,
There was a movie
Nolan
called
came
Howard
with
the
the
Duck.
Batman. I'm not even that far back, but a little. I remember the Dark Ages. God dog it. I remember
Superman
the Punisher
4,
with
The
Dolph-
Quest for Peace.
Yeah.
I remember the Punisher with Dolph Lundgren. I remember Dino De Laurentiis, Captain America in the early '90s, and Howard the Duck. You want to bring that up? The
Howard
official
the Duck.
first Marvel
Real.
movie. And it's like in the '90s, we would get. It was no gray area in the '90s, the early '90s. It was
You need to go shopping for Depends with your old ass.
it was the Crow, great movie, and then we'll get some other goofy comic book movie,
Men in Black.
and then
Classic.
It was like, how do we have a Men in Black movie before we've even tried like Wonder Woman or Spider-Man?
the
or
ratio
Hulk?
was all over the place,
It's like-
and people don't remember
The Phantom.
a lot of this wonderful Marvel stuff happened because Marvel Comics fell on bankruptcy, and they had to sell a lot of rights to stuff. And then,
This is true.
but yeah, it's we talk about the Superman 4s and stuff like that. I'm talking about the dark and dumb ages, and people want to talk about comic book fatigue. Yes, it's something going on that's not good with the comic book genre now. It's basically it's catching up, and we're seeing who really did what and who really didn't do what.
Yeah.
And Kevin Feige is kind of getting exposed, and there's a name you need to remember. What is it? And he just, I think, stepped down or away from Isaac Perlmutter.
Perlmutter, yep.
Yeah, and he's starting to like get his credit for being the brains behind the whole operation. And Kevin Feige did what he did, but it's funny that Isaac leaves, then all of a sudden the dip happens in the MCU.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that without getting too far away. And Sony, like, God, have a meeting, man. How many? This is gonna be the fifth movie, the fifth Spider-Man, non-Spider-Man movie with
Fourth.
Sony.
Fourth.
It seems more, but yeah.
2 Venoms, Morbius, and this.
Craven was supposed to come out.
Yeah, they were marketing Craven before they pushed it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's.
I feel like
And
this
then
is like the last.
El
trilogy of
Muerto was
Star Wars.
supposed to come out.
I feel like this stuff, Spider-Man universe, the non-Spider-Man universe, is like I said, the last trilogy of Star Wars, where we're making the trilogy. But Randy, in this movie you do this. Nick, in this movie you do this. Eric, in this movie you do this. It's like at least plan out if you're gonna try a universe, whether it works or not.
Yeah. Oh, that's a
Plan it
whole
out.
nother episode getting into that mess.
Yeah, like plan it out and be
Facts.
like, in this, Randy, here are the parameters, here are the bullet points, but go crazy
Yeah.
within that.
Bet.
And then you have a continuity within the three. You have 3 directors, great, but you have continuity within the storyline.
Yeah.
Like this shit is all over the place.
And I'm just not
Yes.
another thing I'm not really digging is the I guess anti-hero factor what they do in
Yeah.
these movies.
That drives me nuts.
Let's
'Cause
make
these
all
are
these
villains.
villains good guys.
These are villains.
Yeah. That's like
You're right.
Morbius was.
Let's make all these villains do good things.
I don't know. Even that was another thing with Morbius. Like I was just like, it was supposed to come out, and they were talking about like that was around the time where they announced Blade and all this stuff, and I was like, the possibilities, the possibilities. And then you watch Morbius, and you're like, they're not going to do any of this. Like they are going to be existing in intersecting universes and
Bro.
never meet ever.
3
And
movies.
Nick,
3 movies from this universe this year. I would bet $500 we do not even see Michael Keaton again.
No. And like Craven is not going to be in the Amazon while she's researching spiders before she died. Yeah. He's not going to be there where he lives. Like, it's just going to be like, why wouldn't he be in the Amazon looking at spiders before she died?
And that, have you seen the Craven trailer? Like, he got his power from, I think, a blood drop of a lion that went in his eye. Like, if that's the fucking case, I'm going to put in blood drops of every animal.
Like, wasn't Craven like, just a guy?
Yeah.
It's a mess.
I say, like, if you showed me the Craven poster when I was like 12, I'm creaming my jeans. I'm like, no fucking way. Is this real? Like, he's sitting in the thing, he's wearing the suit. Like, there's no fucking way that we're doing this. But then you fast forward, and now it's like, Jesus.
Yo, but Bob Marley is also dropping on Valentine's Day.
And isn't Valentine's Day a Wednesday?
It's a Wednesday, and it's directed by the director of King Richard.
Why are we doing
that? Nice. And starring Basketball Barbie.
No. Yeah. Kingsley Ben-Adir.
I'm sorry, Basketball Ken.
Who's
Basketball Barbie?
He's going to kill it.
Yeah.
Even if this movie's mid, he'll be amazing.
It looks pretty good.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah, like it looks.
I mean, he killed it with
Secret Invasion.
I'm sure they had. What's that?
Secret Invasion.
Yeah, he was great.
No, not that. But
yes, that.
He was in Noelle with Anna Kendrick.
Oh no! One Night in Miami is Malcolm X.
Yes,
that movie is fantastic.
That movie was great.
Yeah.
Yes. What a weird filmography this guy has.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird.
If he's good in everything, though, fuck it.
He was a kid.
Yeah, he was good in Secret Invasion.
He was a bitch in Secret Invasion. He was good at it.
No, he was good at it.
I like Secret Invasion enough that I remember him as a villain.
Yeah, this should be.
Yeah. It looks good. I saw somebody say it was one of those it was another one of those trailers that you see all the time in the theater. I feel like I've only seen it like a couple of times. I feel like we're not hyping it up. It was announced, wasn't it supposed to come out in January?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. That didn't give me hope, but I also don't really care about that anymore. It's not the same.
The weekend of the 16th of February, we got, in addition to those Wednesday releases, we got Land of Bad, which definitely sounds made up.
Not really.
Liam Hemsworth, Russell Crowe, Luke Hemsworth, Milo Ventimiglia. Sure. Bleeding Love with Ewan McGregor. Lights Out.
Hey, don't forget about Ricky Whittle. He's on the poster.
Yeah, from American Gods.
For Bleeding Love. Y'all have heard of this?
Bleeding Love?
There's no poster on Wikipedia. Lights Out. Frank Grillo, Mekhi Phifer, Dermot Mulroney, Jamie King, Scott Adkins, Eric. Sure.
That sounds straight to video.
Yeah.
No
straight
offense
up.
to any of those actors. They're all good. It just sounds
and then
like Rick Miller should be in it.
The weekend of February 23rd, we got Drive Away Dolls, the Ethan Cohen like heist road trip thing. Margaret Qualley, Geraldine Viswanathan, Beanie Feldstein. This looked dope. I was kind of shitty when they pushed this from September.
I was kind of pissed when it got moved.
Ordinary Angels, the Hillary Swank, Alan Ritchson thing with his sick daughter.
It looks kind of good.
It looks good, yeah. Like the trailer,
like,
the trailer gets me misty.
It was kind of like American Underdog, where like the first trailer for it came out, and it was like, I was like, this is gonna be one of those like Jesus movies. Like I don't care. Then another trailer for it came out, and it was like they recut it to make it look more like dramatic, and I was like, wait.
But it's written. It's written by the director, the chick that directed Edge of 17 and Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. So, I expect it to be solid. I mean, it is in like that Jesus Revolution weekend release slot. but I'll probably still buy this. Like,
as I said, I went and saw American Underdog. Like, I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'll go see it. And I ended up really enjoying that movie.
Yeah, solid.
I didn't think the movie was like that at all, other than a couple, like, not that I really care. It's just like certain movies from it's like I can only imagine. It's like from the writers of I can only imagine.
That wasn't like, trash though. I saw that. That wasn't bad.
Or was it? I Still Believe. That was the movie. I used to see that trailer like everywhere before the pandemic, and it was just like that. It was like my wife is dying, but I gotta sing it. I gotta save her with my song. And it was like I can't.
Only use that voice for the rest of the episode.
I gotta save her with my song.
No, if you're gonna use a voice, you gotta use your Liam Neeson voice. Why are you doing this to me?
I'm gonna save her with my song.
Oh my gosh!
Why are you making my wife die, God?
One of the best Family Guy jokes. You're like Liam Neeson when he's trying to play an American. So, but
is anybody anticipating anything more than Argyle?
No.
We're coming up on the most anticipated movie of the episode in March.
Yep.
That is looking like Cap.
Oh, what?
That I don't care about your sandworms.
Man, you got Cat a day.
That's messed up.
I'll put Madam Web. Like, even though like all the shit we talk, it's like there's a curiosity there that I'm like, it's not on par with Argyle for me, I guess.
Can we finish this episode in 38 minutes?
Sure.
I think we're gonna try.
Not if there's another Marvel movie to talk about. It doesn't even matter.
No
like
shit.
Just start talking.
So let's start March. The weekend of March 1st. On Netflix, we got Spaceman. Look,
yes.
It's Adam Sandler playing an astronaut in a dramatic role. I'm in. Yeah, I can't commit to watching it March 2nd, but I'll try. Paul Dano, Carey Mulligan, who after her Smartless episode, I did not realize she was British, and now I'm crushing even harder than I already was.
You didn't know she was British?
I did not know Carey Mulligan was British.
You didn't?
It's very attractive. On to the next weekend in March. Dune Part 2, you nerds, comes out March the 1st. It was supposed to come out in November. Warner Brothers is ran by pussies because the strike ended, and this very well could have been promoted in October.
I don't care.
Talk about Dune. Talk about the Part 2 of Dune.
That's my
what the fuck
thing.
was that?
I barely care about Dune.
I can't wait for this thing.
It gives me a chance to rewatch every other amazing Denis Villeneuve movie that I own.
No, to me, like this is my most anticipated of the year. So to me, I'm excited for this. I'm disappointed, like you said. Should have came out in November. Could have come out in November.
Should be coming out on physical media to buy next week.
Yeah, I agree. But at the end of the day, it builds up the anticipation. I'm just excited. I got no words for it.
All this time, thing was on mute. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was wondering. We were talking about Dune. He didn't say shit. I was like,
but I can't wait for this. Can't wait for this movie.
Yeah. So as Randy calls him, director, Randy called him Dennis Villeneuve.
He directed Sicario.
Come on, man.
The Sicario guy.
Yeah, we were talking about on the last podcast. He's one of those no miss directors, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It's a scientific fact.
Yeah, and this one is IMAX all the way, baby. It's just
I wish.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Randy. I don't mean to be doing. I'm not doing it.
Fuck, I wish.
Dude. I'm weird when it comes to Dune, because I didn't love Dune. I've never loved the old one.
I was about to say, rewatch that dog shit that is Dune 1984.
Yeah. It's just like, but it was just always something. It was cool in its way, but it's just not a good movie, and it's ugly and it's stupid. And I was like, finally, we're getting this remake. I don't know. Like, I just didn't love it, and I was just like, maybe Dune just isn't for me. But at the same time, I was like rooting for it.
That's
like,
fine.
It did well in the theater in 2021, despite being on HBO Max, and it did well in IMAX. And so I was like rooting for it. I was like, fuck yeah, good for Dune. And they would come on Dune 2, and it finally got its like announcement for the 2, and I was like, fuck yeah. So like, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
Even if I hate it, it looks incredible.
Yeah, it looks
like
beautiful.
I would say, even with me like barely caring, like every time the trailer comes, I'm like, wow, this looks great. This cast.
What the fuck is this?
But I'm just like, I don't know.
You also got to remember with Dune Part 1, it was a day and date release, and it still made over
Rocket Man.
A hair over 400.
Rocket.
Yes.
Are you not paying attention to us today? Are you not attentively listening, bro? You're repeating for the third time what someone else just said.
It's worth repeating, though. Like, that was a
I just like
deal.
fucking with him.
Like, they were.
It's hilarious, though.
They were torpedoing their movies. Like, it's crazy how like The Matrix didn't make any money. The Matrix made like $5. Like a new Matrix movie, like the Suicide Squad and all these movies. So the fact that Dune was able to like claw its way to making a profit, I was like rooting for it. So I'm like, weird when it comes to Dune. Like, I'm absolutely there.
You know what? I think it will play better with both movies back to back, or watch closer together at least.
It's like I didn't care when it got delayed. Like, I was like, my nose anyway. Like, I just did not care.
Gentlemen,
because by the time the first Dune, it's the way. Have any of y'all ever read the story?
No.
Hell no.
Damn.
There's
Reading?
Like 20 books.
Absolutely not.
Like, how dare you? Hell no.
There's too much lore.
The movie does matches both of the movies, whether one is better than the other. It matches the pace of it. It's a very interesting read. It's not an easy read.
The books are boring as fuck then.
Yeah, you can say that. It's a little tedious. It's a little more friendly. Not necessarily boring, but the first movie it's a hell of a movie to look at and experience. But I guess I can hear what Nick is saying. He doesn't hate the movie, but it's something that just didn't go over.
It was like, I just felt like it wasn't connected. Like, I was like, am I just not a Dune guy? Like, it's just, is this something that's it's kind of like anime? Like, I don't shit talk anime because there's so many people that are into it, but like, sometimes I'll just see something and I'm like, this is doing nothing for me. Do I just not care?
But the thing about anime is, and that's very interesting. I'm glad you brought that up, because I love Studio Ghibli, but it's a lot of anime I don't dig.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not necessarily into Dragon Ball and all that, but I'm familiar with it, but it's not my cup of tea to watch regularly.
I was into Dragon Ball as a kid enough that I'm like, when a new movie comes out, I was like, I'll buy it. Watch them. Like, that's it though. Like, anything beyond that, I'm like, I don't even know what you're saying.
But I think this will pull you in.
Like, I don't know if I'm connecting with it in the same way that you are.
My thing is this: would it help if, like, say, if they're smart, I think they would do back to back. Like,
they're gonna do it.
You know what I mean? Like, before Dune Part 2 drops, maybe the week leading up to it, they re-release Part 1, and maybe,
that'd be
like
cool.
you said, Nick, you know, you couldn't connect to it. Maybe by watching that,
if anybody does it, it'll be Cinemark or Alamo Drafthouse.
Yeah,
not
so,
him.
they can recoup some more money for Dune Part 1, but also maybe it'll flow better. Like, you know what I mean? Because, like, my nephew, it's funny about it, because we saw Godzilla -1 last night. Prior to it, he saw Dune, the original cut. He's like, is this going to be like the original? I was like, no, trust me. He finally saw the first part Dune last night. We watched it before we went to go see Godzilla -1, and he even said, this is way better. So it kind of, I'm hoping that people that couldn't connect or thought it was kind of the same, it flows better. Because there's movies like that where you see the first part, okay, it's all right. But then when you see part 2, it connects better and it flows better. Now it enhances the viewing experience of the first one because you know what's coming.
So I always felt that way about Avatar. Like, I was like, Avatar is kind of overrated. Like, it's cool, but it's overrated. Then it's like, I rewatched it, and then I went and saw The Way of Water, and I was like, it was like the It's Always Sunny. I was like, I get it now. I get it now.
I get it now.
So I'm like, maybe Dune will be like that. Like, I just didn't understand the hype. Like, it got nominated for 1,000 Oscars. I was like,
Yeah.
Yo, but
what am I
gentlemen,
missing?
No, the fact of the matter is James Cameron sold his soul to the devil. There's no other explanation.
if Cat Williams didn't say that, then I don't believe it. I have discovered a third imaginary friend movie this year,
Oh no.
but it's the first one to come out. On the 7th of March, either on Prime, possibly in the theaters, Peter Farrelly is directing a movie called Ricky Stenicki, starring Zac Efron and John Cena.
Fake. It's not real. That's a fake movie.
But speaking of, on the next day we got Kung Fu Panda 4.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Now we're
Now we're
talking
getting down to business.
scuff-fucking douche.
Yeah.
On Netflix, it's a movie with Millie Bobby Brown, Angela Bassett, Robin Wright, Ray Winstone called Damsel. Nick, that's all you. Have fun.
Yeah.
The other Imaginary comes out in the theaters literally the next day. Love Lies Bleeding, which had a very dope trailer,
Yeah.
comes out on the 8th. And then Cabrini, no idea what this is. This is made up too.
Yeah. Fake.
That-
Has John Lithgow in it and David Morse.
It does.
Still fake.
On the 15th on Netflix, Irish Wish with Lindsay Lohan and Steph
Is that the
Curry's
sequel to
wife.
Is-
What is
Is that the
going
sequel
on?
to Wish?
That's just Freaky Friday.
Irish Wish, Lindsay Lohan, Ed Spaliers, Aisha Curry, Jane
What the-
Seymour. Yes, I had to repeat. Steph Curry's wife is acting in a movie.
No.
I'm good.
March 21st, the Roadhouse remake, I'm pretty sure on Prime. Jake Gyllenhaal,
No trailer. Why isn't there a trailer?
directed by Doug
It's only-
Liman.
It's like a preview. Whatever the heck that thing is they dropped.
It's only on Prime. It's not on theaters.
Conor McGregor's in it.
Oof.
Supposedly Jake Gyllenhaal was mad about that. I guess they told him one thing and ended up being another.
That sounds like
Interesting.
the dude who owns Amazon. Arthur the King, the Mark Wahlberg dog movie, comes out March 22nd.
Yes.
Eric,
That's kinda good.
Eric, I need
I'm
your
afraid.
permission for this next one.
Uh-oh.
Am I allowed to? Am I?
What are you gonna say? Well, I was about to say, what are you gonna say when you walk up to the box office? But you don't have to.
Am I allowed to say Negroes?
Yeah, Negro is that's not a bad word.
What in the barbershop movie where he's like, "Can I say that?" And he said, "Slowly." Slowly.
Oh yeah, on the
Like,
22nd.
Every syllable.
On the
Say
22nd,
it.
Sound like
You got-
that's not the other word. Like I was gonna call it Michael Jackson still on top of the world, but now I can't do it because ain't no niggas allowed in here.
Arthur, we said Arthur the King. The American Society of Magical Negroes comes out the 22nd of March.
Say it slowly.
It's hilarious how
Say it kind of sad.
It's a movie title.
It's like Money Talks. Like it says you are brothers, but you, sir, are a Negro, and he is white. That Money Talks. Yeah, that's Money Talks.
It's Vic Damone Jr.
That needs a Blu-ray release or something.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Peter
That would
5'8",
be fantastic.
a Kevin Spacey movie comes out that nobody's gonna watch.
Oh, they're gonna
Uh,
sneak and watch it,
yeah.
but hope not.
How does that even happen?
Roadhouse
Doesn't
is
even get
another Thursday release. Why is Prime putting movies out on Thursdays? Jackasses.
Trying to be different.
Hey, the 29th of March could go off. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, and then Mickey
Oh,
17, that Bong Joon-ho, Robert Pattinson movie.
Mickey
Hmm.
17.
Is there a trailer for that? Didn't they put out a thing like a year ago?
Yeah, I think there was like a teaser vignette or some shit.
And then it was nothing. I'll go see that just based on that.
So, well, let's do this first. Nick, what's your most anticipated movie of March?
Damn.
I might go Ghostbusters.
Me too.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, Kung Fu Panda, in theory, I have like no reason to believe it will be bad. Like, the trailer was just fine to me. Like, it was okay.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
But all of those movies are really, like, weirdly good. Like, way better than you would think.
The biggest takeaway from the Kung Fu Panda trailer was that the Furious 5 wasn't in it, and like fans kind of freaked out for a day.
Yeah, they were like, "Wait, you're fucking with our panda lore?" I was like, is this really important? Yes.
Yeah.
I might go Ghostbusters, but like, I really like that trailer.
I'm definitely going Ghostbusters.
And as unnecessary as it kind of is, it's just, yeah, I'm excited to like rewatch them and go see them. More than Dune.
Yeah, because I just want to know like what causes the freeze over. Why did Paul Rudd relocate from like Missouri?
Since y'all want to be difficult, but no, actually, anticipation wise, I definitely have to go with Ghostbusters too. Yeah, because I think something's gonna happen. I don't want to say it. Y'all know what I'm thinking about. With certain characters,
they're
returning.
all old. Of course, they're gonna die.
Yep.
Come on, I don't want to say it.
Yep.
I'm just making an old joke.
All one
like,
or two or all three.
You and Rocket should be worried too.
What's shut up.
That's messed up.
It's just kind
but
of like
I want to see how they're gonna do it
with his loose skin and his old balls. Gross.
Wow. Because one thing I think it's gonna be one character in particular. Because I don't know if y'all familiar with the Ghostbusters lore.
Don't read the Twitter rumors.
No, it's not even Twitter rumor. It was actually in the script. Bill Murray wanted to do something for one of the sequels like years ago.
Oh, he wanted to Han Solo.
Not necessarily, well, kind of, but not necessarily, because he wanted to be a ghost.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
This is potential spoilers, but this is actual factual. And when he kept throwing away Dan Aykroyd's scripts, and he wanted to
clip. Wow.
Yeah, that would make sense because it's like was decades. Like Aykroyd just wanted to do more Ghostbusters, and like Bill Murray didn't at all. And then like he and Harold Ramis weren't getting along, so that's why I'm like, it's kind of weird. It's like you're telling me like they finally got them all together to do Afterlife, and they're gonna do another one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, even like seeing them in the trailers, I was like, they're really in it. Like they're really gonna do this.
Yeah. And even
so like I was bringing up the poster. Yeah. Like there's like a team of like 8 Ghostbusters in this movie instead of the usual 4.
Yeah. But it's gonna I'm real curious what they can do with it. And yeah, Dune, I definitely still want to see Dune quite a bit, but yeah, Ghostbusters I think got it, and I like the release date, playing it safe, March.
Yeah, I like that better than November for whatever. It feels like kind of like a summer release.
Yeah, Ghostbusters should be a summer movie.
It does.
Even though like because the Paul Feig Ghostbusters was July, and weren't the 2 80s ones both June?
And I liked all of those too.
Yeah.
World, come at me, World. I like the Paul Feig one. God damn it.
So?
Yeah, I'm curious. The director they have for Frozen Empire, he has an interesting filmography.
Didn't he direct Monster House?
He certainly did.
That's where I know his name.
Is it Bill Cannon?
Yeah.
Ooh, this is gonna be good. He did the Poltergeist.
I was about to say he just did the Poltergeist
like,
remake,
but that's like his lane.
Mm-hmm.
I love Monster House.
Spooky
I think
shit.
Monster House is great.
I don't know. Did anybody see the boy called Christmas?
Nope.
No, I didn't watch that.
No, man.
That was in that Netflix, wasn't it? Netflix or something like that.
Doesn't appear
I
so.
believe it was then, but yeah, it's gonna be.
Kristen Wiig was in it.
He like didn't he write something else? Like I feel like he's done more than Monster House. Did he do Disturbia?
Nope.
No.
He did the Poltergeist remake, and then he did a Scream TV series.
He wrote
like
Afterlife.
Or something like that.
Fuck, it's like only things I don't like. His name is attached to something else that I'm like.
City of Ember, if you remember that movie.
No.
No.
Maybe I just really like Monster House, and so when I hear his name attached, to
That's a good one. I like it.
But no, if you want to call an underrated animated movie underrated, I think it's definitely Monster House.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, like the guy from Monster House doing a Ghostbusters movie. That sounds great to me.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's not.
he wrote Afterlife, so I mean, he knows what he's doing.
Like, what else? Is there something else? I feel like his name was on something else.
I wonder who you confusing him with. He's
Yeah.
I just feel like, I don't know.
3, 4.
He didn't do Disturbia. He didn't write that.
I
don't love that either, though. I don't love Disturbia particularly either. I don't know why I keep bringing that up.
9. In
It's
3
fine.
months.
It's like, it's fun.
In 3 months, I might only go to the theater 9 times. That feels so light.
Yeah.
There's
I
not
kind of
much.
want to go see American Fiction before the Golden Globes tonight, but I know I'm not going to. It's playing downtown.
So,
I'm tired of, like, binging theater visits.
Yeah.
that wraps it up for the first episode of 2024.
Yeah.
Come back in 2 weeks where when we record, we'll determine on Nick's availability. Cause
You know what? Before you sign off, Randy, how much time do we have on this episode?
How much time left?
Yeah, how much time left?
Let's go 15 minutes.
15
Really?
minutes, huh?
Yeah.
And did anybody, y'all talk about awards shows, did anybody pay attention to the Creative Art Emmys last night?
I saw like movie pages posting winners.
What's that?
What am I?
I mean, they gave away some acting awards.
I saw some like tweets and stuff coming in. It was like such and such is an Emmy winner. Tim Robinson is an Emmy winner.
After yesterday, seeing Divine Joy Randolph get recognition for The Holdovers.
She's sweeping.
Yeah, she was pretty fucking great. Like you knew Giamatti was gonna show up, but she was pretty fucking good.
Don't even get me started. I loved everything about
But
that.
like, I don't like Alexander Payne has such a strong filmography. I really liked it. It hit every kind of humor, drama, whatever, heartstrings, all that shit. I loved dickhead teacher Giamatti. I don't know if I rank this over The Descendants or Nebraska or Sideways. Definitely not over Election for me.
You do. Rank it.
I only put it over About Schmidt and Downsizing as far as Alexander Payne movies.
Interesting.
I need to do an Alexander Payne run. I tried like earlier in the year,
It's
but
very
I couldn't
good.
find Citizen Ruth, and then I gave up.
I don't care about that one.
School Love.
I don't care.
Yeah, but yes, get out of here. I just want to say one more thing. R.I.P. to Chicago actress Cindy Morgan, who passed away recently,
Yes.
and best known for Caddyshack and Tron. And American Gigolo. She had a nice role in American Gigolo too. That's Richard Gere.
A Giga who?
Gigolo.
But yeah,
But yeah, she had a run with that, and she kind of fell off the map going into TV. But Tron was my movie growing up, so definitely.
Yes.
the topic of the next episode and when it will be recorded all hinders on Nick's availability because he's the one that brought up the topic.
Will you be there?
It's real. It's a real thing that exists.
Will you be there is the question because Nick has to. He's going to spearhead the whole discussion.
Will Jay be there?
I feel like he wasn't around when we were initially talking about it. Like, it might blow his mind.
Exactly. Yes, I would kind of love him to be there.
Have you ever thought about this?
Yeah. So I'll be back. I'll put a bow on this. Yeah, I currently have nothing to say, but I'll say something by the time I record. Rec League. Yo. When the bars flow, get out the yard, bro. When I spit, my lyrics is slamming like a car door. I guess bread, straight carb flow. Claim to be a dog, no wonder you on a leash and never out the yard, ho. They want to echo my bars, but it's falling on deaf ears. Charlie and his Italian job riding with Lyle in left ear. You xenomorphs trying to stow away on the Nostromo. This ain't no pro bono, you ugly motherfuckers broke the camera. That's a no photo. Dudes out here tires slashing, windshield smashing. Too pussy to be a man, cause you know you get your whole face bashed in. Talking movies and this rap shit is my passion. 6 seasons podcasting, other lames never lasting. Anybody think they fucking with my family, sitting with they thoughts, dawn on them they lost. Cause more times than not, these clown ass dudes is sweeter than pizza sauce. I love that New England football been a hella wreck. And I truly hope that we done seen the last of Belichick. And chill until the next episode.